everyone. Thank God it's Friday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Obiajulu or Labisi Ubo, and with me are the ladies. Nima, Alhaja Nima, Akashat Zabiri. What's up? What's going on?
I'd rather just Nima, really, even if I'd gone on the Hajj. We don't do Alhaja in my house.
Okay. You have to go on the Hajj to
even when we go.
Okay.
Even when we go. When we go, we come back.
You drop the title.
It's not the
title person.
It actually just means traveler. You're on the Hajj. That's what you call Alhaja over there. So when we come here, we make it a title. So my parents really, they didn't like the golden. They didn't know. Just go and worship and come back.
Come back quietly.
Yeah. So my banter, he fly. But I started something on Twitter. So I've really not been utilizing my Twitter following. I have about 50-something followers on it. I've not been 50-something thousand followers on Twitter, but I've not been using it. So I recently decided my experience is driving because I'm very soon going to lose my autonomy on driving.
Oh, wow.
Since autonomy is the word. It's not me. Zibri is getting a driver for me. So we've been back and forth at it. I said, okay, if I was being driven, these are some of the things I'll record. So I started.
You want to share?
Yeah, it's called Chronicles of a Road User.
Oh, share!
I wrote yesterday's one was, the stubbornness of a one-way driver. Because every morning driving in the dark, I always get, their lights in my eyes while they're doing their one-way. Especially on that Badagry. But this morning zone, I saw firewall. You know what they call firewall? Small glass now from Cotonou. We drove all the way to Oshodi together. 5 of them I could count. I'm sure there are more than that. They were in all of them were using Avalon Toyota, and they were driving with their heads out like this.
Hey!
And so then we joined from Agboju. That's how they drove. And nobody stopped them except the Agboros.
I hear those people carry guns.
Collected monies and then they continued. All of them.
I hear they carry guns.
These are their driving. Their heads outside the window.
That's dangerous.
If I tell you the things I see that early morning, so now I'll start recording them before I lose all of them. There's content. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is.
I'll start writing that. Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Ramatu?
Yes.
How you doing, darling?
Yeah. It's our first Juma in this year.
Yes.
The new year.
Barak. And this weekend, I just planned that I'm going to just watch Indian movies.
Oh, wow. You're looking like an Indian already.
Yes, so all those Indian movies.
Sunita Nebakwa
That is the one. So I want to read for the yes. Now, so I really want to understand the story because a lot of those days when we watched them, we didn't really understand. We just have the actor, then the boss.
Where will you get those old ones? Where?
They're on YouTube.
Oh,
on YouTube.
I like to watch that
one time. Yes. I stumbled on one time. I was like, wow, they're all here. Wow. Just wrote all their names.
Sunita, then Slick Girl.
Yes, there's one I want to watch is number 10.
Number Numberi.
No, and Dusty Numberi. I want to watch that one.
We grew up on this scene, though.
Yeah, and there's
and
three games.
They were not really done in English like this.
Yeah.
All translation.
And Disco Dancer.
Disco Dancer. I am a disco dancer.
So my weekend is going to be loaded with fun.
Please, point me to the YouTube channel.
I'll
find out to binge them. Amaka
Fresh.
Yeah, just fresh. Yeah, because I can relate to her. Like I grew up loving Indian. I'm such a romantic. Loving Indian movies, reading Mills and Boots. And then my brother would tell me, this nonsense you're reading. Life is not like that. I say, leave it for me. Your own life will be like that. My Mills and Boots, I'm still living the Mills and Boots life. Oh, wow.
So yeah, I can relate to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like now, I'm watching all this Turkish movies.
Okay.
And I'm loving them. And then not the Japanese. What are they called?
Korean movies.
Korean movies.
Oh.
Like all the love.
Yeah, my daughter will watch those ones.
Yes.
Whenever my brother comes in, he will be asking me, say, "Why can you hear them?" You just keep reading and reading. You go to work, your eyes is on the system, you're reading. Yeah. You come, you're watching movie, relaxing, you're reading. I say, leave it for me. Even if I can't, they're not subtitled, I can understand what's going on. Yeah. So I'm happy it's the weekend. I'm going to relax, enjoy myself. It's been a busy week and rainy week and everything happening. So I'm just grateful for the weekend.
Amazing. One of the ways I also unwind is to watch movies. So I just finished my Vampire Diaries from season 1. I love seasons.
Yes.
Season 1 to season 8. Capped. Then I entered this Supercell. I finished it yesterday. Just a few episodes. Yeah, very nice. I like all those supernatural things, spiritual things, universe things. That's where you find me. But I'm likely to do a Lali, another one for my trip. But I wanted to go and look for these Igbo designs. So the Igbo people used to have what they call uli. body art.
Yes.
So I went online yesterday just to find a few of the designs, and I saw amazing ones with their different names. So my type of lali now will now be the ule, designs on my body. Yes, I would love to do that. Yeah, I would love to do that. Let's find a way to go back to our culture, that kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't mind, I'll do some.
Yeah, very beautiful. Yeah. It was fun, going online and searching it out with my kids. They were like, Igbo people, no, it's only Hausa people, I know that. I said, no. The Igbos also had their body art as well. It's called uli.
Yes.
Then when we started seeing the designs and everything, the symbols, the meaning, it was so interesting yesterday. We did that together. Let's take a short break now. When we come back, we'll do the newspaper reviews. Stay with us.
I like the angle.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. We'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation. Major headline: Governors lose financial control over local government. Ex-minister on 33.8 billion fraud, trial collapses outside courtroom. Enter 43rd Olubadan Olakuleyin. A court upholds Ododo's election as Kogi governor. Government oil producers agree on crude supply to local refineries. Colloquium for Olatunji Dare at 80 holds July 17. Troop foil terrorist plan. Akpabio wants PSC, IG, Egbetokun over police recruitment face-off. What stories do we have in The Nation?
Okay, so I have the major headline, which is proponents of local government autonomy scored a major victory yesterday as the Supreme Court stripped governors of financial control over councils. The highest court effectively freed the third tier from the control of the state government by restraining governors from further managing or utilizing allocations meant for it. It held in a judgment that it was wrong for a state government to retain and utilize local governments' statutory allocations paid through them. A 7-member panel declared unlawful the running of local governments by non-elected and appointed officials. The court declared as gross misconduct the solution of democratically elected local governments by governors whose responsibility under Section 7 of the 1999 Constitution is to ensure their existence. It barred the federal government from releasing funds to local governments managed by undemocratically elected officials such as caretaker committee. It was also realized that so many states, over 20 states in Nigeria, actually dissolved the local government and then formed their own caretaker committees because they wanted to control the funds. So this judgment has taken care of that. They also stated that a state joint local government account will be funded, where will be put together, where the federal government can pay allocations directly to them. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, held the verdict, saying it aligned with his administration's renewed hope agenda, which prioritized the people's interest. He stressed that the onus is now on local council leaders to ensure that the broad spectrum of Nigerians living at all levels are satisfied and they are benefiting from people-oriented service delivery. So this is a good one. So now the local governments can, which deal directly with the people now, can have access to funds and they can do stuff for their community because they are the ones that really understand the needs of the community anyways.
We can hold them by the job.
Yes, and we can hold them
local government
accountable.
chairman.
Yes.
Government chairman also have their own lawmaking body called their parliament.
Yes.
And so they have their own structure exactly as we have in the federal state
Exactly.
replicated in the local. So now every money that comes, if you don't see your road developed, you know who to own.
Yeah.
And your local government chairman cannot tell you, governor,
Yes.
So I have the federal government and oil producers story. The federal government and crude oil producers have held a meeting and agreed to work towards a sustainable supply of crude oil to local refineries. The oil producers under the umbrella of Oil Producers Trade Section of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce had a virtual meeting with the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission and international oil companies. And the Commission Chief Executive, Gbenga Komolafe, was saying this new framework is to ensure seamless operationalism of domestic crude oil supply obligation template. It says that, contrary to what people believe, this is not a meeting to placate anybody, but a meeting to ensure energy security in the country. He said, as a regulator, their business is to interface between producers and the refiners to ensure that there's a delicate balance. You know, recently we're hearing rounds that, landing costs, chemical costs, and all of those costs. But now they're looking inwards and ensuring that, they will supply appropriately. And I hope it will ease the lives of Nigerians. I hope that at the end of this whole meeting, the final intention is to better the lives of Nigerians and consumers. Yeah.
Ramatu?
Okay, so I have the story of the ex-minister on the 33.8 billion fraud. He said he collapsed outside the courtroom. I don't know why they are collapsing outside the courtroom.
Stress now.
Anxiety.
So they said the former power minister, Minister Saleh Mamman, had his arraignment shifted from morning till afternoon yesterday after he collapsed in front of the courtroom at the Federal High Court in Abuja. In the amended charge marked, the ex-minister is alleged to have laundered over 33 billion and acquired properties through proxies. He pleaded not guilty to the charge brought against him by the EFCC, which the prosecuting lawyer, the Fisika, sought a date for the commencement of trial. So the defendant's lawyer wanted to, as the defense lawyer, he wanted to shift the day since he collapsed. They said he came in his brown kaftan with his cap, and then, they wanted to shift the date, but the defendant lawyer said no, that they can't shift the date and all. So the judge then adjourned till today for the hearing of the bail application and ordered that the defendant be remanded in the Kuje Correctional Center. When he heard that, he said no, that okay, he's now ready, he can come and face the judge. So they said the defendant, who the lawyer said, yes, he got up. He said he was ill, looked dejected while stepping off the dock shortly after the judge's pronouncement. And as when the case was again called, the ex-minister walked into the courtroom and later into the dock. Then the judge now asked him, why are you wet? Did you sweat or was the rain, did the rain beat you? He now said no, that that they poured water on his body.
To revive him.
Oh, wow. No, and so they now said, okay, is he now ready? He said yes. So they now said that the defendant then told the court that he collapsed outside the courtroom because of the drugs he took. He said he did not eat before taking the drugs, adding that while he was outside the courtroom waiting to be called in, his blood pressure dropped, which accounted for what happened.
But the bottom line now is that he's okay.
He's okay now, and
case can continue.
Yes, the case can continue.
Right.
He said the case by 1 p.m.
Yeah, anything can happen.
We cannot.
Yeah, that's what the judge said.
Cases.
He just said anything can happen.
Yeah. So the Defense Headquarters DHQ on Thursday raised fresh alarm over the alleged plans by terrorists to attack critical infrastructure in the country. Director of Defense Media Operations, DMO, Major General Edward Buba, was the one who disclosed this to defense correspondents in Abuja at a bi-weekly briefing on the ongoing military operations in the various theaters of operations against the insurgency and activities across the country in the last 1 week. However, he assured the nation that the military high command was doing everything possible to stop the dastardly act. And according to him, he said, we are aware of some of the plans to target some critical infrastructure in the country. Accordingly, we have emplaced measures to forestall such plans. Security agencies responsible for securing critical infrastructure and facilities have also been placed on alert. Accordingly, some of such plans have been frustrated. So he went ahead to explain that the military was keeping up with the pressure through their ongoing operatives and operations in active theaters across the country where these things are happening. The Northeast, the Northwest, North Central, South, Northeast and Northwest, and said those places have actually the highest level of intensity. And according to him, he says, these operations are complex as troops are engaged in fighting difficult terrains as well as fighting adversaries that adopt various forms across the country. They said clearly we have boots on ground and we are fighting in several dimensions to crush the enemy. So they gave us a few of the things that they have achieved so far. He said that during the week under review, troops neutralized 187 and arrested 183 persons, while troops also arrested 26 perpetrators of all thefts and rescued 109 kidnapped hostages. They were able to recover 128 assorted weapons, 3,300 assorted ammunition. Then they had to now break down all the AK-47, locally fabricated guns, and everything they have recovered so far. So well done to our troops. They are doing great. So we'll take a breather here. When we come back, the newspaper reviews continue. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Made Kuti in the view. It's still 7 of 7, and we've been doing a whole lot of protesting. The only thing that remains is just to carry placard.
It's about 5 of 7, to be honest. Because, ask your question. I have so much to speak about once we finish.
We will not give you the time because it's 7 of 7.
I will make the time now. He said he will not ask questions about science.
No.
Neuroplasticity.
And based on
he asked a question that was subjective about high life, and he did not finalize his answer about a Kuti question where there are only 3 of us.
Editor, scratch this part out.
That could have possibly composed the music.
Editor, scratch this part out.
Stupidity is an act of ignorance.
Hey God, Made.
Was composed by which Kuti?
Femi Kuti.
Is that a final answer?
God, I'm Seun Kuti. No, wait, Femi Kuti.
You said
Femi Kuti. Wait.
You can't be allowed.
No, you've not asked me anything.
Everyone.
You've not asked me anything. So my final answer.
No. All I have to say is this show is really about drinking.
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
The questions don't matter.
That's the whole
Justice
idea.
is out the window.
We throw caution to
We
the
have
wind
no
right
morals here.
On the 7 of 7.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts. Welcome back. We're still reviewing the papers. Now moving on to the Punch. Major headline: Federal government floors governors as Supreme Court outlaws caretaker exco joint accounts, preventing democratically elected administration in local government unconstitutional. Supreme Court, Tinubu NLC, NULGE, others hail judgment. Ex-Ogun local government chair louts president. Federal government IOCs agree on crude supply to Dangote local refineries. Public officials received 721 billion naira bribe in 2023, according to the NBS report. 33 billion naira fraud. Ex-power minister collapses before trial, remanded in prison. We've taken that. Minimum wage. Tinubu Labour talks adjourned till next week. UK varsity reviews fees for Nigerian students facing expulsion. Lagos Marawa operator hangs self over tricycle seizure. Wow. PDP alleges contempt. as Ayedatiwa appoints council caretakers. What stories do we have in the Punch?
We have the UK University. Thanks to the chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, the federal government has announced that the Teesside University in the UK has implemented a more compassionate payment method for Nigerian schooling in the institution. So, due to the incessant imbalance between dollar and naira and a reduction from the 7 installment payment to a 3 installment payment plan that the university initially granted. So initially, the students were allowed to pay their fees in 7 installments.
Yes.
The university, by whatever wisdom, decided it was 3 installments final payment that the students should do. And coupled with the, at the time of admission, the state of the naira and now sustaining the new fees, most students could not meet up. So on May 22nd, 2024, these students were ordered to leave the UK because they had difficulties in paying their tuition fees. And most of the students cited, of course, the devaluation of naira, the significant barrier to meeting their financial obligations and all of that. And they also tried to reach the school for an agreement, but they found themselves locked out of the school account. They were reported to the Home Office. They were mandated to leave the UK. The university maintained that it was a strict external regulation necessity that is not there in their hands. But these 60 affected students were deeply depressed, and now they have so-called because Nigeria Diaspora Commission and federal government has been able to meet with the school and have an arrangement. So they are going to be given a payment review. Okay. Supposed to just,
at least don't even leave the payment plan the way they left it before they started.
I don't like when universities are projecting themselves as education is our every goal. Yes. Supposed to say you be commercial bank.
Before, now money now, the money making
exactly.
Stuff. Any other story in the Punch?
Yes, please. So lawmakers in the House of Representatives on Thursday condemned the incessant arrest and detention of journalists in the country while carrying out their constitutionally assigned roles. Coming on the emotion of urgent public importance titled, "Need to curtail the incessant and unlawful arrest and detention of journalists by law enforcement agencies," which was sponsored, the sponsor of the motion and member representing Abak Etomi Ebon of Eka Federal Constituency, Akwa Ibom State, and Clement Jimbo, lamented the state of unlawful arrest of journalists in Nigeria, saying the development must be addressed to protect the fourth estate of the realm. The Green Chamber stressed the importance of a free press to the growth and sustenance of democracy and warned perpetrators of harassment against journalists to desist from such practices. Further pledged to pass laws to strengthen press freedom protection, as well as conduct inquiries into recent cases of journalist detention and engage diplomatic efforts to pressure the government to respect press freedom. They also told the police force and other law enforcement agencies that when something happens, that they should always rely on Section 24 of the Cybercrime Act, right? 2015 as amended, or charge the journalists to courts. Okay. Yes.
Any other story in the Punch?
Yes, so I have the story of Tinubu and the Labour Congress, the meeting. They said the leadership of the organized Labour, led by the presidents of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Joe Ajero, and the Trade Union Congress, Festus Osifo, had arrived at the State House about 2 p.m. and were ushered into the Tinubu's office. The Tripartite Committee on the new national minimum wage had recently submitted 2 figures to the president, as the organized private sectors and the government team offered to pay 62,000, while the organized labor demanded 250,000. They said the Ajero was trying to discuss what they did at the meeting. He said they addressed the State House correspondence meeting, said there were no negotiations at the 1-hour meeting. Rather, it was a discussion on the current economic realities in the country. He said in the real sense, it wasn't a negotiation, but a discussion, and we have had the discussion. We agreed to look at the real terms, probably, and convene in the next 1 week. Fielding questions on the points of agreement, Osifo said, in the meeting, we tried to put the issues on the table, issues that are bothering and biting Nigerians today. And they said that they made all the arguments, the economic analysis, macro, micro, fiscal, and monetary issues. So we put everything forward, and at the end, the president made his remark as the president, and we all agreed. Let's go back to internalize it, have some conversation, and by 1 week's time, we'll come back and we'll continue the meeting.
Okay.
At the end, even the president also has suggested that the review of Nigeria's minimum wage every 2 years as opposed to 5, as stipulated in the law, that we should do it every 2 years instead of 5 years.
5 years, within 5 years.
Yes. So let's see how that's.
Okay. Now let's move on to the Vanguard. Major headline: Executive order. Drug makers seek clear timeline. Stable naira for 70% production. Edo 2024. Obaseki inaugurates 20-man transition committee. Inflation. We are suffering for ways and means loan, according to Cardoso. Supreme Court's verdict on local government autonomy. We've taken judgment in good faith. Governor Soludo's and Otu. Alleged 33 billion fraud. Ex-Power Minister Maman slumps in court. We've taken that story. Okay, what stories do we have in the Vanguard here?
So I have the elections are this year, November 11, 2024. And so the governor says 4 months to that period, he has put together a transition committee, 20-member transition committee chaired by former Commissioner for Finance in the state, Mr. Joseph Eboigbe. And they are supposed to collate all proper digital regular data from the Edo State and put together in a report that should be ready October 30th this month, because it will be part of what he will be handing over to the next elected governor of the state. I like that he's ready, and I hope that, if it's not a Kogi example, handing over of the state is done properly.
Okay, I have the major headline. The Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Group of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, PMG-MAN, Association of Community Pharmacists in Nigeria, ACPN, and Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists, AMLSN, have expressed displeasure over the delayed implementation of the executive order signed by the president recently on pharmaceuticals and medical. So the president has signed an executive order which was to make it easy for us to produce, I think, about 70% drugs here, like locally made drugs here. But they have not started implementation. And now people who are supposed to be ordering, importing the drugs are waiting to see, okay, what is going to happen? How are they going to sort of reduce the amount that they get over Forex to be able to get in this raw materials to produce locally here? Or should we just go ahead and keep buying, like we used to? So the president needs to do something about implementation so that these businesses can run. What are the stories we have in Vanguard? Okay, final paper today, Nigerian Tribune. Let's find stories we haven't taken. Couple arrested for allegedly trying to sell their 2-year-old baby to fund Japa. Jesus. Please take that story.
Yeah, a 28-year-old man, son name withheld, and his wife, Chineye, 22, have been arrested by the police in Lagos for allegedly attempting to sell off their 2-year-old baby. According to the police, the couple had wanted to use the proceeds from the sale of the baby to relocate to Canada, where they hope to get a better life, better life without the child. They were arrested by policemen from Isolo Divisional Police Station after the operatives had been tipped up by the management of the General Hospital. Uchenna and his wife were said to have declared their intention to sell the baby at the hospital. It was learned that the management of the hospital later informed the police after agreeing to do the bidding for the couple. The management agreed that, just told the couple that no problems. We're going to help you guys get a buyer. Then they now went to report them to the police station.
Better.
The couple blamed the current hardship in the country for their actions and pleaded for forgiveness. Uchenna, while speaking to the journalist, said it was a difficult decision, but we had no choice but to sell our baby so that we can go outside the country for a better future. We felt it to be better to sell him to someone who can take care of him than to allow him to die of hunger.
Why don't you?
Why don't you?
Why don't you just give him adoption instead of selling to take money, to make money?
That's human trafficking.
That's your own child.
So the police people said upon receipt of the information, operatives from the station moved swiftly to the hospital, where they were able to take custody of the child before the couples would sell off the child. This is so sad. Like,
it's a sad story.
Yes, it's so sad. This selling of kids and
let me use the opportunity to take
we have the blue economy.
Blue economy. The Minister for Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, the former governor of Osun State, was live in Unilag to address the youth at the Unilag University of Lagos Employment Clinic Conference, where he highlighted the numerous opportunities in the blue economy. He says blue economy is not just about sea. It's about the myriad of opportunities that lie within. And our youth must be equipped with the skills and knowledge to harness these opportunities. He mentioned a lot of the opportunities. Also, the NIMASA boss was present, the Director General of NIMASA, Dr. Dayo Muberiola, who was also present. They were received by the Vice Chancellor of the school, and they delivered a keynote address talking about how our youth must shun vices and look towards profitable employment. And this is a new ministry. We used to have Ministry of Water, something. But now we have the Ministry of Blue Economy and Marine Resources. So it's one of those places that is newly fresh, but the opportunities are huge. I'm even, I'm open to more of this. I'll be talking to somebody that I know works in that place for any opportunity to invest. But he's talking about how our youths can take advantage of this. This is beyond clearing containers and all of that. And more opportunities within now. Amaka is an expert on that. So we would like that. These are some of the things somebody can do. As opposed to packaging. Reach out to
sell. Just opportunities are there. Every problem has opportunities embedded in it. So it's just for you to look for solving. But we like the easy way out.
Always.
What's the cheapest one that can
but it's not the man's business. And the woman that is carrying the baby for 9 months will push it out. And the husband will not make decision to go and sell it.
If you reach abroad, after I said the shide, if you reach abroad, you will make it.
Thank you.
Who's the future for us?
Thank you, ladies. That's all we can take on the newspaper reviews. When we come back, we move on to our topics. Stay with us.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
We bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time. On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Max Hits.
Area, waiting the apple, waiting the shop. You need to award-winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max Doing.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go!
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
Hello, Niger. The time is right because the prize is right here. Be a part of our turbocharged studio audience for a chance to win amazing and mouth-watering prizes on The Price is Right. Visit www.thepriceisright.ng or The Price is Right on social media for more details on how to participate.
Registration is open to all Nigerians 18 years and above. Come on down, Niger.
It's about time.
The Price is Right is proudly brought to you by Smart Cash powered by Airtel.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amaka Rakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Thanks for staying with us. Joining us on the show is the co-founder and managing director of Extra Large Farms and group of companies, Dr. Mrs. Moji Davids, and she will be discussing food security and agritourism. Welcome to the show.
Thank
Doctor.
you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So in the light of everything that's happening, where we're struggling to get food as we used to, things are becoming very expensive. People are now adopting different methods of cooking stew just because they can't get tomatoes. So I hear carrots, I hear cucumber, I hear different things. And everyone just trying to survive. What do you have for us in terms of finding ways to curb food insecurity in the country as a farmer?
Thank you so much. So the problem we have as a nation is that we really don't love farming. That's just the truth. We really do not have that passion for farming. You see, a lot of people want to go into farming as a means to an end.
Return on investment.
And another problem we have is immediate gratification. You want to do something now, you want to start making profit now. It doesn't work like that in agriculture. So, and then coupled with a lot of issues, security issues, especially in the north and the food basket, states of the country, where farmers have been driven out of their farms, because of all those things. So, on our own part, like we've been doing over the years, we have a vision to ensure that we implant the love of farming, love for agriculture into people's minds subconsciously. So that we don't throw it at your face that you should be a farmer. But with the things we will offer you, getting close to us, becoming associated with our farming community, you will love to do farming. Wow. Remember one time I was on this show and I told you about when children come to our farm for excursion, and then the first thing you ask them, they're like, do you want to be a farmer? They say, God forbid. Wow. Little children. Wow. Because the picture they have in their mind about farming is for never-do-wells. The picture of a farmer they see on Africa Magic is the man with the tattered clothes, not doing well. So then we take them around the farm. That's why we intentionally made sure that we have a farm resort. So when you come to the resort, you see what farming looks like, and you see also that it's possible for you to be able to live a good life, enjoy yourself, be fulfilled even as a farmer. So by the time we take them around, we make them do one or two things in the farm, then we ask again before they take their leave. Children, would you love to be a farmer? More, at that time, you see about 80 or 85% of them wanting to become farmers. Today, we have even adults coming for different reasons to our resort. You see them coming for retreats, get-togethers, parties, and all that, But we give you a free farm tour. We give you a free farm tour. We take you around and everything, and we see, that love begins to come, and then they begin to ask questions. Okay, so if I want to start this, how can I start? Because they are seeing it work somewhere without so much stress. So we have to be able to link tourism into agriculture to present it as a business that is fun. The more we present agriculture as a very hard business, oh yes, it's very hard, to be very honest. It's very hard. But we have to find a way to make it fun. We have to employ the tools of technology, to make it fun, so that everybody you here can be farmers, and you will be proud about what you do.
I'd really like to see you do partnerships with schools for excursion.
Yeah.
Because if I tell you where they always go, our school, it will tire you. Right now, they're planning a camp in my daughter's school, and I'm saying she's not going because I don't see the benefits of a camp. Yes, it's a religious school I put her in, but you can't do religious 365 days a year. At home, we're religious at school. She's doing that already. I really like to see the school arrange a farming excursion. Yeah, they'll stay.
We are open. We are open. We encourage people to come, for excursions at the farms. We plan retreats for big organizations and all that. They come for whatever reason, even your family vacations, corporate vacations, individual, But inside it, we find a way to ensure that you visit the farms, you see what it's like, and then when you taste organic food, I tell you, I'm always very bold to say that. When you take as little as cucumber, when you taste organic cucumber and you taste the one you buy everywhere, that is the day you will make up your mind that you will eat rubbish again. Resort, to the glory of God, is the biggest luxury farm resort right now. Biggest luxury farm resort. So you don't come there thinking I'm going to a farm and you're coming with your mosquito nets and all those things. You're coming to enjoy, to be honest. But you will also see the practicality of farming. So we have a target, a vision to bringing into the resort 1 million people every year. And that includes children from school, it includes adults, it includes people from all walks of life and all that. And that is a very big revenue generating sector of our economy that nobody's looking at. You understand? So because of that now, we've set aside a special program we call Agritourism Summit, so that we can unveil the secrets. This is a 31 trillion naira revenue generating industry annually, and nobody's looking at it.
So this resort, like how many people can you house at the same time?
It depends on the categories, and that is one of the reasons I'm even here today. So we're giving people the opportunity on our own as a company. We've set, I'm sure you're seeing a lot, on the video, and a lot of people when they come, they're like, are we still in Nigeria or we're in Dubai, So, but we're giving people the opportunity to also plug themselves into this business of now and the future. Okay. So you can actually own a house right inside the resort.
You buy out the house?
You can buy it.
Wow. Can you
and
rent?
Then we manage it.
Can you rent?
You rent, definitely. You rent it to vacationers, as they come.
No, can you, instead of buying, can you rent a place?
Lease.
No,
like a lease.
No. You can only buy. Okay. There are two options. You can only buy, or you want to come for your vacation and you want to rent. Okay. That's all. And the rentals are on daily basis. You pay per night. And that's a huge, revenue generating also for people who are looking into what they can invest into. This is real. Yeah. The realest asset you can have is what you can see, And if we're talking about 1 million people coming to the resort annually, they need places to stay, to sleep, So we're already creating a market even for those who are coming into the resort, looking at the investment side of it, So that opportunity is there. And if for example, you're getting a property of about 30-40 million naira, and let's assume that your house is being taken only 60 out of 365 days in a year, you're earning about 10 million naira. And, just 60 out of 365 days. So that means you still have the 305 days extra for yourself. Yeah. You can decide to be living there, doing whatever you like with it, because, there's a way we do some calculations in tourism, so that opportunity is there. There's an opportunity also for people who just want to become tourism professionals with us. So we train them to become certified, tourism professionals, and you don't even need money to start that. We're also partnering with people who already have established businesses who want to become our liaison officers. So you are a fashion designer, you have a fashion outfit, you're an hairdresser, you have a boutique, you are a school owner, and you want to partner with us to promote agricultural tourism in your space. So we call that one liaison officers. So we're going to brand your space, and then it will be a ticketing and reservation center. You will be so amazed at the demand for you will be so amazed. Before we got into it, I was thinking tourism is just, like they say in Yoruba, I was so shocked. It's a huge market. It is. And the demand is never ending.
You mentioned training. So what are the fun activities that's going to happen on the farm? Are we just going to be...
When you come with your kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you're coming to a farm first. So we intentionally made from the gates, you have a double kind of feeling. Where am I going? Because all you see to your left, you're seeing cassava, you're seeing yam, you're seeing maize and all that. That's what you see coming into the farm. But 3, 4, 5 minutes after the gate, you get to the major reception and you begin to, where are we? So on the, let's imagine you have a 3 days retreat, like what we're having, one that is coming up. We're having one this weekend now. and then we have several other ones, before the end of the year.
So you mentioned training. I would like to hear,
the training part of it. Yeah. So let's imagine you're coming for a 3-day package, getaway holiday. So your first day, of course, you arrive, you settle in and all that. Then there is a time of the day that we take you, not in the heat of the sun. We take you around the farm, like different aspects of the farm. You want to go to the palm plantation, we take you there. You have an open air, bush life. Roasted yam, bush meat, with palm oil.
This season.
Oh yes, we are harvesting corn right now. You have us and with fresh palm wine. As a matter of fact, for some of them who wake up early, we take them to where we are tapping the palm wine. You see that, and then mostly on Fridays nights is karaoke night plus swimming. So there's a massive swimming pool there. You can swim, we do karaoke, we bond families together. Saturday mornings, majorly 7 to 8 are for aerobics. We have a gym instructor there. They will do all that for you. You go for your African breakfast.
Hi.
Oh my. Akara. When you're eating akara and your head is resetting. Then we have a waterfall.
I'll do both.
We have a waterfall. It's the first and only waterfall in the whole of the southwestern
states. Can we bath under?
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. You have a waterfall, and inside that waterfall you have a healing cave. There's a mountaintop restaurant also there at that waterfall. You go to the cattle section, donkey, camels, different type of things. Yes. There's a cinema, you want to see a movie, there's a place for your children to play. There are fun activities for adults and all. So it's never a boring moment.
So let me ask a very personal question. What's like the package for a family to have a weekend at your farm resort?
Okay, so it depends on the size of the family and depends on their budget.
Yeah.
It depends on their budget. Like right now, it's our first anniversary. We clocked 1 on this one. Yeah. Extra large is 16 years old. So, but the resort is 1. We clocked 1 on the 12th of June. So now we're just,
giveaways everywhere.
Giveaways. So you can actually have a 3 days luxury holiday with as low as 60,000 naira.
Is it a lie?
Wow.
Including feeding.
Is a lie.
We gotta go.
We gotta go,
for a family of 5.
No. So
for one person.
So for a couple, that's about 120. Then if it's for a family, So and it's just packed with fun, packed with memories. It's not about coming for a holiday, but it's about the memories you can relive even after that time. So we've put together, like I said, an agritourism summit where we're teaching about all those things. First, we want the people who can afford it to be able to own a house. You are not just buying a house, you're buying a house in a commercial city that is generating money for you every day, whether you're there or you're not. We are the one managing the property on your behalf. You just get the monies into your bank account. Plus, this is the only facility in the whole of wherever, I don't know, that you can fly into the destination from 2 different airports.
Okay, which?
So from our resort to Cotonou Airport is 1 hour 15 minutes drive. From the resort to Murtala Airport is just about 2 hours drive. So you can decide, I want to fly in from Cotonou, I want to fly in from wherever. Security is absolutely guaranteed, and then the training. So we give that as our own give back to the society. And right now what we're majoring on is sack farming, because it's not that Nigeria doesn't have land. It's that we're not putting our land to effective use. Now, a lot of people would like to put the land to effective use now. I even also, combated with a lot of problems, challenges. Security is number 1. Number 2, major problem that we farmers are having right now is labor. Nobody wants to work. So, but with the sack farming, we're training families that, what you can plant on a size of a plot of land using sack farming is what you will get on 1 acre of soil. And for sack farming, you don't need to get laborers.
That's with all those bags. You mean
all those bags? Okay. Yeah. And there is nothing you can plant except cash crops. So all this one you're talking about, tomato, everything, you just get to your garden, and you don't even need to have land from your backyard, your car park, wherever. Estate, we're moving this to estates, so we're partnering with community landlords association and all that. You have walkways in your estates, let's turn it to farm.
So when you say partnering for these sack farms, do you mean that a household can come to you and say,
yes,
I'd like to plant yam, potato and stuff?
Yes.
And then you come and help them set it up in their home.
And you just manage
for a
it on
fee.
your own. Yes, for a fee, for a token fee. Or we could just train you.
Okay.
And you just start it on your own. And these are things that a small 6-year-old boy, you can just give an assignment. Okay, 2 times in a week we are wetting. Today is our wetting day. You make it fun. Everybody enjoys it. By the time you see the result of what you're doing on that small scale, it will push you to want to do bigger. You understand?
So, where is your location? Because this one I can hear from Cotonou 1 hour.
So Excellence Farms and Resort is located on Otaidiroko axis towards the Idiroko Express Road. So it's like 45 minutes drive from Covenant University or Winners. Yes, so just that road, you know, and you're there. Plus, we do pick up and drop off services. So you just make a wish that you want to.
The roads are safe, Abby.
And somebody will pick you. So the highlight of today is we're giving people the opportunity to tap into this gold mine. This gold mine. You can see it's linked with food security. It's linked to your transgenerational wealth creation through tourism and agriculture. You understand? So we're running extensive summits. We're having one on the 21st of July, which is a Sunday, and it's on Zoom. So that whoever cannot hear, you can join, you know, however. And then we're having another one, 3 days. 3 days, you will come to this farm resort to come and experience what we're talking about live. And then it's not just about just coming to enjoy yourself, then you can be impacted with all this knowledge and go home with how you can begin to make some money. So somebody is interested, you want to own a house in this place, somebody wants to be a tourism professional with us, somebody wants to, you know, partner with us to be a licensing officer. Anyhow, you can begin to make money in this 31 trillion naira untapped sector. You're interested, just send AG Summit. AG Summit right now. So the training is going to cost 100,000 naira. But for the first 50 people that are sending AG Summit this morning, they will not need to pay a dime.
Oh, free for them.
Yeah.
Send AG Summit.
For the second 50 people,
we have to go.
Yeah, for the second 50 people, they will have to pay 50% of this. So you have to hurry.
Okay,
now
AG
Summit, send
among
it
the
to
first 50 people, so you can get it for free.
AG Summit, send it to 081 71 60.
Yes, we have the number on the screen. They will get the number from the screen.
Okay, I get the number on the screen.
So thank you so much, Dr. Mrs. Moji Davids, for being on the show and sharing with us on how we can curb the food insecurity and also make money on the side and build transgenerational wealth. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right, that's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, we move on to yet another segment. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the grand comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Benga Dainka the First. OJ right here, 7 of 7, like you already know.
Benga right here, 7 of 7, like I'm beginning to know.
It's now time for the question.
You don't scare me one bit. Bata bata, I go drink. So.
Okay. So now one chance for enter. My first question. Do you remember the names of the winners of that edition of StarQuest?
Of course I do.
Why do you?
And I hate myself for this. Because I have this question for you. Final question. No. Where outside Nigeria and what year? Think you're the only one that can be wicked.
I am thinking, because I know back in the day.
Don't think. Answer my question quick. You are thinking too much. I don't like it.
The UK.
Final answer. Okay. I said, God, please, let me to perform outside Nigeria.
Wait.
And God gave me a show in Ghana. Drink, my friend, drink. I don't
overthink this thing. See where I can.
Yes, you overthink them.
I would say you should catwalk.
Let's catwalk. Where are we?
No, that's not catwalking.
That's good talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the one who can make time stand still forever, Mr. Kelechi Amadi. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, my brother.
You love that intro, Abi?
Yeah. It was great.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
We try like that.
Thank you.
Now my question, which I feel is a cheap question.
Oh, go ahead.
What does ISO stand for?
That is it. I think I'll drink.
No, you're joking.
I'm not joking.
Kelechi Amadi. No. Shay, you didn't whine me. You're whining me now.
I think I'll drink.
Huh?
No problem.
Okay.
I've always known it as ISO. I never bothered to know what it means. I know what it means, but I never bothered to know what the acronym is. Tell me the brand of camera that I use, so much so that I even became an ambassador. That's very easy. It's out there.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
I just said, look, I give you this one as a token of my appreciation.
Sony.
Drink!
Wait, I'm not done. You did not say final answer.
It's final answer.
You did not ask me if that was my final answer.
You don't have any choice again. It's only
Nikon.
how many cameras do they have? My
Nikon.
friend to drink. I gave you a very easy something.
Nikon now. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome pioneer Positive Force member, dancing queen of the 80s, non-conformist, Afrobeat historian in her right, and long-standing member of the multiple award-winning all-female show Your View, Omoyeni Yeni Anikulapo Kuti, aka YK Power! Ginger.
Take it.
Today we'll go here.
Hey, I don't read you.
Are you sure?
Ha. I'm not here to answer questions. I'm here to drink.
We're in trouble today.
Wait till your age.
I was close now.
I
said 1975.
He said 70.
Thanks for staying with us. Joining us on the show now is the Senior Executive Planning and Strategy Media Outreach Nigeria, Ngozi Nwafili. Also joining us is Abolaji Ayodeji Quadri, Location-Based Media Strategy, Planning and Buying for Media Reach OMD. They are here to tell us more about the Canes Contest. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So, the Canes Contest. This is the first time I'm hearing something like that. What's it about? And what level have you got into, and why do you feel the need to come here and tell us about it?
All right. The Cannes Young Lions Festival is...
Cannes?
Yes, it's Cannes. It's a global platform where advertising and communication meet to celebrate the best works in the industry. That's globally. It's a global platform that gives you the opportunity to meet with iconic thought leaders in the industry, meet with the company's best innovative works. So it's a platform where people come and share creativity basically. So within the Cannes Festival is the Young Lions Media Competition. Okay. It's referred to as the Oscars of advertising. Oh. Yeah, so Quadri and I were privileged to represent West and Central Africa in that competition, and we, our works were shortlisted as one of the best works globally.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yes, we were the
Congratulations.
only
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this, shortlisting, what did you have to do in terms of your work to get to be a part of this and then winning the competition?
Okay, so it started from in-house competition in Media Reach OMD. So it's for under 30 staff. So we are put together. They gave us a global brief to provide a media strategy and solution to NGO-related problems. So then they select the best works in-house. Then the best in-house will represent the agency against other agencies across the country, Nigeria. Then the winner in any country will represent their country or region at Cannes in France.
So what did OMD do to help you achieve this? Did they do anything specifically?
Yes, I'd like to say one of the prominent culture in OMD is the staff or human capital development staff training. So we started the year with an OMD academy. So it's basically a structure put in place to help young people within the shop get familiar with media activities and, you know, sharpening their media knowledge and their skills. After that, by Q2, we were enrolled for a digital marketing bootcamp. Also, we had mentors that we were assigned to. We had mentors, and I'd like to state that our mentors are people who have won the Cannes Young Lions both globally and internationally. So it was a case of the fruit cannot fall far from the tree, yeah. And I'd also like to state that Media Reach OMD had, this is the 11th time that they are pushing forth people to represent Nigeria or West Africa in the Cannes Young Lions. And this is the second time that, you know, our works have been called out as one of the best work globally. Yeah.
Okay, so what does this mean for your career, and how has participating in competition impacted your skills and approach to advertising moving forward?
Okay, so first, making the shortlist means we have one of the best 6 works. So which automatically means we are one of the top young media strategists in the world. Then with all the knowledge we've garnered over there, we'll, you know, infuse this knowledge in local relevance ways in solving our clients' problem.
Yeah, so tell us what made you win? What made you stand? I'm sure you went there and you met a lot of people from different other countries. Yeah. So what stood your work out that gave you that win?
One thing I would say that stood our work out was the originality, because we had the opportunity of meeting with the judges after the competition to just gain insight into what stood out for them as regards our work and why our work was one of the best works for them. And they said it was the Africanness of the story that we told, yes, when we were presenting our strategy. So it just goes to say that being a global stage shouldn't rob us of our originality.
So what was the main objective of your campaign? What that strategy you mentioned, what was the main objective of the campaign you pushed? What did you focus on? What area?
Okay, so we were given a brief to tell a different story of success, because already there is a stereotypical narration of success by media, you know, especially to men. For a man to be termed successful, he has to have a lot of money, he has to be macho, he has to be able to command a lot of respect and all of that. So we had to tweak that narrative and, you know, sell success as in a different way to people. And to us, we gave people the narrative that success is whatever you term it to be for you. Yes, and we said once you're able to be happy, you're successful. So our big idea was happy is the new currency.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
Yeah, so what feedback did you receive from the judges that was particularly impactful to you?
Okay, so our big idea being happy is the new currency. So we created something we call the happy coin. So so one of the feedback from the judges is that we are the only our work is the only work that actually quantifies people's success. So, and also our African story. So I think.
So I would like both of you, in your own words, to tell me your what you experienced so far and how it has formed or shaped your new perspective about your job, your career.
I'd even like to hear what you consider success individually.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so personally, I experienced a lot of great works. Like I said earlier, it's a place where you meet great minds. You meet different people from different parts of the world. I saw lots of innovation. And, you know, you experience this prior to, you know, being given the brief and attempting the brief. So it just enabled me to sharpening my creative skill and, you know, flex some muscles that I wouldn't on a normal day. Yeah, and it just helped me to really respect the creative process that goes into breaking a campaign. Yeah.
Your experience, sir?
Yeah, for me, like she said, it's thinking out of the box. Because, so when you get a brief like that, in the brief, you get the answer. But what make you stand out is thinking out of the box. Like, because during our brainstorming session, we fought. Because I came up with an idea, she was like, no, this is not it. She came up with one, I'm like, no, I can't. So at the point, she was saying something, I had to pick, chill. What did you say? Then I picked something, she was like, then we agreed, this is it. So this kind of exposure will make you think outside of the box. You come up with ideas that are crazy. Even you will not believe it. You'll be like, how did we get here? Yeah. So, and coming back home now, you get brief from your clients. You want to use that kind of, so you think outside the box to address your client's problem.
Yeah, and do you think we're ready for that in Nigeria?
Yes, I think we are, because we need to tell our African story more. We need to tell our story more, because that will really help us a lot. We are not telling it enough. So we need to really do more of African storytelling.
The question she asked, what does happiness mean to you? What does success mean to you?
Individually. Yeah, success is, being here today is success. I know a lot of people back home will not believe that if I'm not, spending this money, But being here is success. Of course, I'm here to talk about my experience in France on a global stage. So it's success to me.
Amazing.
Yep.
It's a global stage. Success, please. What does it mean?
So success to me is being able to do whatever I want to do without restrictions. Yes, be it financial restrictions, restriction of time. That's success to me. Just being able to live life well.
Exactly.
I like that.
I like that.
Consider that freedom.
And freedom is success. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for enlightening us on this Cannes
Young
Lions Festival. And is there any final words for our viewers? Anybody who's looking to be a part of this next time? What do they need to do?
Well, believe in yourself. Think outside the box. Because you're a Nigerian doesn't mean you can't compete anywhere. We competed against 30 other countries. United States of America, Brazil, Australia, all these countries.
And you guys stood out.
Yes, we stood out.
Nigerians did try, forget.
We stood out. Good. So you can challenge anybody. You can, once you know what you're doing and you get the opportunity. And shout out to Media Rich for giving us that opportunity.
Yes. Is it like a website, or like people that are interested in doing that? How do they get access or information?
So first you have to be under 30, then you have to be with an agency, a media agency, for you to be part of the competition.
Thank you so much for joining the show today and sharing with us. That's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, we move on to yet another segment. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Entertainment to me is everything. Entertainment is surrounding myself with loved ones, family, watching some good television shows, TV series, listening to good music, and taking a trip around the world, seeing new places, and interacting with different people, and also having a feel of different culture of people all around the world. So for me, I would say entertainment is life. It's larger than life.
Entertainment for me, first of all, I say it's a vocation, is work for me, is a way of life that brings about merriment, relaxation, and it's happiness, it's everything good put together. Anything at all just to make you happy, give you joy, make you laugh, make you dance. Entertainment is a way of life for everyone.
Hello, Niger. The time is right because the prize is right here. Be a part of our turbocharged studio audience for a chance to win amazing and mouth-watering prizes on The Price is Right. Visit www.thepriceisright.ng or The Price is Right on social media for more details on how to participate.
Registration is open to all Nigerians 18 years and above. Come on down, Niger.
It's about time.
The Price is Right is proudly brought to you by Smart Cash powered by Airtel.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome pioneer Positive Force member, dancing queen of the 80s, non-conformist, Afrobeat historian in her right, and long-standing member of the multiple award-winning all-female show Your View, Omoyeni Yeni Anikulapo Kuti, aka YK Power! Ginger!
Take it.
Today we'll go here.
Hey, I don't read you.
Are you sure?
I'm not here to answer questions, I'm here to drink.
We're in trouble today.
Wait till your age.
I was close now.
Eh?
I said 1975.
He said 73. He said 75. Fellas wasn't even born till 75.
So will I drink half?
You go drink. Take. Make I help you. Russian.
No be half. I try.
Which half? You will make me drink. I'll give you a hint.
Lights in no. Nepa Road. Nepa Road in Abeokuta.
First of all, my brain cannot memorize everything.
A big black bug.
A big black dog.
Bug. A big black bug.
Oh, sorry. A big.
It don't start.
Ọmọ fella. Ọmọ Anikulapo Kuti. Wọ́n rò pé kí ni kékeré yìí.
It's by audition. It's not by audition.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amakora Kwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu.
Thanks for staying with us. So we saw a video on social media of a woman who was weeping and crying and asking for any man to come out and marry her. She went ahead to lament about her state of being single, saying that she doesn't mind any type of man. She's been under pressure to get married. She's successful. She's doing businesses. But whatever she does or everything she's been doing so far, none seems like success because she does not have a husband. So she's asking for any man who is ready to come, whether you're a wheelbarrow pusher, whether you're a bus conductor, she doesn't care. She's willing and ready to marry as low as it can get, just so that society does not keep, calling her a spinster or someone who is unmarried, so that she can feel better about herself. And a lot of people started talking about this. And there were some persons were saying that this sisterhood is not proud of you. How can you bring yourself to this level? You know, other people are saying, yes, but it's what society has cost. You know, probably her parents, her aunties, everybody's on her. That no matter what you have, you know how we pass some of these comments, once you don't have a man, you don't have anything, and it's really getting to her. So what are your thoughts on this? You can join the conversation and call us on 0810-764-1679 or 0902-416-3440. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. Nima.
So I saw this video and it broke my heart because a lot of people were saying she's overreacting. Where is she from? Pretending as if this was not a problem our society has done to women. So yesterday we had a mental health expert who was talking about how the various practices damage us over time and how everybody's carrying their trauma along with them. One of the major wahala traumas that women are dealing with is the burden of starting a family. You see society talking about how it's important for people to move on, start a family, how a woman, her clock is ticking, pressuring her to settle down. They call it a term, marry down now. You two go school, marry down. Maybe you should not use a car. You should live low so that they can approach you. It's you that, a lot of standards pushed out there that women have to deal with. You saw this lady, she was desperate.
Yeah.
She's even doing video. Some are told. I recently sat with a group of girls and they also say, I go just go get Belekom. Once upon a time, it was wrong for a girl to go get Belekom. Yeah. But now it's parents who say, you have just born.
Just born, no.
You know? And a lot of all those pressures. You can see how this girl is not mentally fit for what a lot of women go through. I had an aunt who had to, put up with, close her eyes to all the red flags. And when she got a child, she found out she was marrying her friend's husband. Because they left secondary school. He was coming back from the UK. Did not expose what he had gone through. That he had been married. He was just saying, I had a marriage that was broken. And he gave a victim perspective. By the time she had done her nikah, she was pregnant. Stories started coming in. The friend was visiting the country and was like, my husband remarried, and showed picture to a common friend who linked them. And she was like, my own Prince Charming, your ex-demon, and that's how they started stories. But she was at her 40s and the pressure was up to here. She was a bank manager at the time. I was looking up to her like this. She had to marry and see how the story played out. She just divorced and continued her baby mama, single motherhood life. But that was not the plan. The plan was to have a beautiful life with a beautiful, responsible person. But she had taken her time out of the pressure, and by the time she was thinking she had found someone, she ended up in another wahala. Well, some people are made to stay there, make it work, make it happen, make it this, make it that. It work, work. To divorce is demonized. To be an unmarried girl, maybe with a standard, you're supposed to be monetizing your relationship. That's why you're like that. Some people will tell you, what did you do with your youth? A common friend said to a friend of mine one time and said, when your mates were getting married, you're doing shakara.
Yeah, doing shakara. You're always choosing.
So, this talk at girls, this is what it can do to somebody. To the extent that's when somebody has lost her entire dignity. She put her face to her pain. She puts words to her pain. She had lost dignity. She did not think out that she might be taken advantage of. Somebody can marry her tomorrow and say, maybe you do video the other day. Anytime you beg me come marry you. Not you do video, they cry. Help you, I pity you. I can't put crown for your head. After I package you, finish, see the way you are doing. She can never have a say in her home and her happiness.
Ramatu?
Yeah, so I really find that video disturbing somehow because the way she was she does not even have a criteria. She does not even have tastes. She's just calling out anything. That's to tell you that the pressure is much. And we have to be very careful. The society pressure is real. It just depends on us. We need to know what we can take in and what we should filter out. Because if we say we're going to wait for society to tell us how to form our lives and do things for ourselves, we are just going to get ourselves all worked up. She was talking about menopause, and there are so many ways now. She said she will soon go into menopause and all, just stating all the problems that can come. What about the solutions? What about what can you do aside maybe having a man? You can't just have a man and just marry any kind of person and say, this one come and be a husband. You said tomato seller, you said this, and maybe you are working. You have a tomato seller or a barrow pusher come into the house to come and be your husband. You start having issues.
marriage is not an achievement. It's okay in our society, is recognized, is beautiful, but it's not something that will boost your self-esteem. You need to have your own self-esteem and everything before you go into marriage. So she really needs to think this thing through.
Amaka?
Yeah, so I'm happy that you asked a question to the guest that were here. You said, what does success mean to you? So success means different things to different people. For some people, being married is success. For some people, having a child is success. For some people, their career is success. So it's individual based, right? What success means to you. So obviously for this lady, success to her is not everything she has achieved, because she said that she has money, she's doing well. Success to her is marriage, a man, any kind of man, what type of man. So I just think like in this world, we don't like peace.
I don't understand.
We don't like peace because how does someone move from one problem? You just want to go and collect another one. Like you just want anything. Madman, whatever. Anything. You just want a man. Why? Like I said, don't you want to value peace? Peace in this life. Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet. Like I said, why? Because you want a man. Hey. That's all I can say. Because this is just terrible. Yeah. Obviously, this lady was not raised to have confidence in herself. Yes. Obviously, she's 30-something. I'm scared how she wants to raise the children that she wants to have.
True.
Right? True. You want to move from one phase of your life to the next when you're not well equipped mentally as an individual. Lack of self-confidence. You don't know who you are. You know your value system. You don't know what you want. You don't even have a box you want to tick. Your value system is zero as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, and then you want to get married and have kids. What kind of kids do you want to raise?
So let's take this caller, Lizzie from Abuja, and I come to Nima. Good morning, Lizzie.
My first time calling.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. My dear, I just imagine this lady has raised an alarm. Thank you. She has raised an alarm, and I can imagine all the monsters and demons that are just waiting to pounce on her. It's crazy. I mean, how do you just let your guard down because of what everybody else says? What does she want? I think the first thing is, what do you want? And even in this life, when we all say this is what we want, we see a lot of spanners thrown in our wheels, as in making sure we don't get what we want. At least for yourself, what do I want? And I think she needs to just separate herself from most of these people. If she can afford to take care of herself, separate yourself from people, because ladies in the room, you are talking about wheelbarrow pusher, cassava, fruit seller. What about the people who are carrying all sorts of diseases, HIV, that are ready to bounce on you without telling you what they have? And then the next thing, like him and said, I think you said you wanted anybody. We are here to crown you with our problem. So we have that kind of deep level of deception, where because women are not valued, that this one has now devalued herself for that. So I think the first thing is you can just draw her close and let her give herself some time, a time frame, 1 year, to get her motivation and her self-image back. Separate yourself and then determine what you want. Because the Wahala influence is not funny. Thank you for listening to my rant.
It was a beautiful rant. Thank you for calling in. So let me ask you a question, Nima, because studies have shown, and I know personally, something I've been preaching since I was 16, 17, 18, that we marry at the level of our self-esteem. And when I look around people, a lot of people that I've seen who have married and married wrong, I always tie it back to how they were at the time that the man met them. Because when a man meets you at any level, men are not the ones that evolve the way we evolve. We have evolved several times in the marriage. We are up, down, everywhere, hormones, everything is evolving at the same time. But men are more consistent according to their biology. That's their nature. When a man meets you at a point, he sees you at that point for almost the rest of your life. Except, of course, one miracle wants to happen tomorrow and something drastic happens that changes that perspective. Men are that, stable in their focus, right? Now, if you are at a level where you have no values, low self-esteem, no self-respect, and you attract a man at that level, it's difficult for this man to respect you. It's difficult for this man to lift you. Sometimes, I had a client that I coached recently, and when I explained certain things to her, she was like, now I'm getting why it was difficult for this man to respect me. I said, because you came to him at the time and you felt that he would be your Messiah.
Yes.
They're not a Messiah like that. It doesn't work that way. And now you were struggling to get a bit of respect from this man who saw you almost at gutter level and felt, I'm even the one doing you a favor. And she said this. She said when they had a quarrel one time, the guy was like, but I picked you up now. I'm doing you a favor now. You had nobody. You were abandoned.
No, that's
I decided to help you. Yes.
Doesn't matter what stage you meet.
Yes. No, I'm just saying. But even at that stage, it's very difficult because then you are attracting somebody who is in his mind and also at that level without knowing. Now, my question to Nima is, we always blame society for where we are.
Yeah.
It's society that's pressuring me. It's society that is doing this. It's because of society I'm stealing. It's because of society I don't want them to laugh at me, so I have to be a certain way. Who is society?
Exactly.
Family, your sister, your next person. Next person.
Everybody.
Next person. See, I'm very grateful to God for my auntie. Because my mom, she was a princess in the village. Her family arranged her marriage. Yes, I had an arranged marriage like my mother, but by the time I got married, my self-esteem was not just boosted from home. My auntie taught me, I dated. You ask me out, I would drop it with my auntie. Just come. By the time I'm in the bath getting ready, she put money in my purse. Until you have your shakara money, if anything goes wrong. So I paid it forward. I remembered my own auntie too, pressuring her daughter that I've done wedding for all your friends. Every day you are picking and selecting. Men, are there beans? When she said that, I looked at her daughter and I became my auntie to that girl as well. And today, I'm always eternally grateful for her choice of husband. She knew exactly where she
was going.
So now you, as a society, you are the mother asking your daughter, my daughter, hope no problem. Even when you're asking in your most kindest, hope no problem. You don't see anybody like you. When you start asking your daughter that, you're giving her the assignment.
To go searching.
So maybe she has gone to school, she has done it all, she's successful. But what we do, I'm lucky as a Muslim, is that my parents too have the duty to find.
It's not you finding.
A good home.
A good home.
Yeah.
A good
so
husband.
they will start their own duty as well. But as society, your business is not to ask the girl, maybe if you get belle or something. I remember my younger one. Okay, when we come back from the break,
we need to clarify on this society because I have an angle that I'm going to. That's what I'm asking. Who is society? But when we come back, we'll bring in a guest and will help us understand what society is and who society is. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
We bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time. On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Max Hits.
Area, waiting the apple, waiting the shop. Tune into our award-winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max Drive.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go!
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regular.
So let me go and look for my jammies.
My 280 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jammies.
I want to close the show. I can go. That's all we can take. Ejeki, close the show, Father.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And number 1, Unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, 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 shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
Another.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah? But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back? You should start the gym to get fat. Cricket.
She says she does pole dancing to empower women.
What's the difference? There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying. So pole dancer,
you're already almost naked. You're already almost naked.
No, it's the empowerment for me.
Sex can make your relationship better.
No. Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too.
Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
That's why you're still single.
I would not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the better? You scissors. What is it?
That woman.
Damn! Yeah,
Today we'll go here.
Thanks for staying with us. We have a guest in the house, a Nigerian actress, model, television presenter, entrepreneur who has featured in several international campaigns for different brands and also been in several blockbuster movies. Welcome the beautiful ZAB Balo.
Good morning. Very excited to be here.
Yes.
Finally.
Yeah, we see you on screen. I'm like, oh, I like how she speaks. I like her acting. She's seamless. Yes. You know, like your acting is natural.
Yes.
And that's why some of us like to watch Oyibo movies because it seems like they're living their daily life. And
it's easy to forget you're
you're watching something that's not real. You know?
Exactly.
And so when we see actors who are that seamless, you can easily identify that this one is international.
Yeah.
Welcome, darling.
Thank you so much.
Today?
I'm good. I'm really good. Excited that our brand new movie is out today.
Yes, but before we go to the movie, did you hear our gist?
So I didn't know about this trending video thing, and I was asking backstage. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm in two minds. Number one, I understand that, you know, we're following COVID and all, I think we all are still trying to find ourselves. And loneliness is the one thing that literally just kind of lingers about. And we're human beings. There's that desire for connection. If we don't have it, we're not doing what we're supposed to do. So I get it from that standpoint of you want a little bit of stability, you want your own person, and all of these things are in our faces with social media, perfect relationships and, you know, parenting and all of that stuff. So there's that strong desire for it, but I don't know if this is the best rate to go searching for it, because you never know what you might find. It could be the wrong thing.
You know, the pressure that God had there, I remember, don't mind me if I'm prying too much. I remember you married Nwachukwu, ZAB Balo Nwachukwu. And I remember when your wedding was, I follow. And I was reading, I was like, they go, don't cause this get tired for their family. Because the way society is wired, your ZAB Balogun, there must be one auntie in the Balogun side that thought, Oromo Yoba. You know? Did you get, you know, how those what we call like comments? How did you get that kind of comments and how did you react?
So I don't, like I said, I never knew anything about this story, because when it comes to social media, I treat it as work. So I'm there, like whether it's Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays, I go in and I go out. And I try not to pay attention to any of the extra fluff. I think people are desperately looking for things to consume. And if you're the type of person that, you know, wants to feed that machine, you can. I personally am not. So I don't speak about things that are very important to me, whether it's my family, you know, what I'm here to always talk about is my work. And when you separate that two, you create a veil where people know this is a no-go area. And if we have a bit more of that, maybe there can be more peace.
interesting. So you will not tell us anything about you because I would believe that fans like to connect.
Yes, of
beyond
course.
the work.
Yes.
I want to see Zainab and know Zainab just had a baby.
But you know
Zainab
what?
actually is breastfeeding. She's doing what they call that
Like
6 months.
the exclusive.
Exclusive.
Right.
Zainab loves to swim.
Yeah.
You know, it gives us more connection to the person aside from just seeing your.
I completely agree with you. And I think I just pick and choose what to give. So, you know, I control it. They see what I love, the kind of food, whether it's activities, adventure, travel, those kind of things. But I just think that you know, if I discovered a diamond today, I'm not going to shout to the world that, oh my gosh, look at what I have. I'm going to put it in a safe, right? And that's how I feel about those type of subjects. Yes. It needs an extra layer of protection.
Exactly.
I was sharing before we went on the break, my younger sister who was very selective. So her mom had a friend who was based in Canada whose son was due to marry. And so she had done the arrangement. And the girl just kept looking at the family. So she would be on calls with them and say, this family, I'm not going to marry this marriage. At some point, because of her mother's influence, an engagement had occurred, and so she had to be doing wifely duties. Go and greet one auntie in Nigeria, all of those things. She kept saying to me, I can't marry this person. And so she, single-handedly, before my support came in, caused a breakup.
Wow.
And so she was named, tagged, you know, Nagidi, she's stubborn, she's unbearable, she cannot make anything work, I don't understand her. But today, mom and myself, because when she chose to marry, she married a friend. She found someone and said, this person I can make friends with. And he didn't have everything the Canadian had. He didn't have the influence, he didn't have the societal standard, but today they're doing very well. And her mom is always saying to me, I'm just grateful she was stubborn. You know, it's important that there's one person at least. Before my family member will do a live video like this, it will take.
So let me ask Zainab a question before we now go into why you're here. I asked the question before we went on a break, and I wanted to get perspectives on what we call society. Because we hear a lot of people say, the pressure from society was too much, I just had to do this, I just had to do that. And I keep asking, who is society? How do we define society in a way that society is not the one telling you how to live your life because you don't want to be pressured by society? Who is this society? Can you give me an insight?
I think it's quite simple. Society is the collective group that we're raised with, influenced by. Us here on this table, we are one society with several different backgrounds and influences and, you know, knowledge and experience. And in this digital age, society is heavily online. It's by what we see, print media, it's music videos, it's TV shows, movies, all of those things. Those and media is such a strong property that even politicians and governments use it as the best form of propaganda, you know, anywhere. And it's continuously being used to purport images and purport these things that people feel pressured by. And the responsibility is on us, whether it's neighbors, to, yes, look in. Like, somebody should have looked in on this woman, would have heard this woman's plight and pain. This is not the first time she's talking about being lonely and wanting this. But who is she having those conversations with? Are they like-minded individuals? Are they people who even care enough to want the best for her? So it takes a lot to get to that point, but the responsibility is on all of us. We're doing it.
One way or the other, as society. So you have something to add to that?
No, I wanted to say yes, and there are dating sites and stuff like this. There's so much you can try without actually coming out to put your business out there and invite narcissists or crazy people into your life. Psychopaths. So there's so many other ways to go about it.
So for me, I believe society starts from us. I am my own full society, right? Exactly. And, you know, when I hear pressure of, okay, you have to be a certain way, you have to do things like this, you have to be able to find one thing so that you're able to be defined. And I'm like, who is defining me? I'm defining myself as I go, by the way. And I think that's the confidence we need to give to especially our young people, to understand that you are society. You can say, this is what I want, this is what makes me happy, and stay there, and the world will align. It just takes them a few weeks, a few months.
Not like it.
They won't like it,
but it takes a lot of strength. Shuts down that
how
society.
do we give that strength to our young people to understand that they can make the rules as they go? you know. But we have to talk to Zainab. So what's cooking?
What's cooking? It's our brand new movie called The Beads that goes live on Prime Video today.
The Beads?
The Beads,
like
yes.
Ileke.
Oh, wow. Yes. So the film is one that follows the illusion of time and time loops, life and fate and culture. I'm sure, as you just mentioned, we're all familiar with Ileke and, you know, all the, you know, traditional and superstitious.
And all the superstition.
Yes, all of those things connected to it. And so this movie is about understanding that you have one life. You don't have an opportunity to go again and again. So it is up to you to put your best foot forward the first time round. Yeah. And I got a chance to work with some really amazing actors.
We'll come back to that after seeing the video.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go for the video now.
You're not serious? Oh my God. Really? You guys are so dramatic.
Okay, ladies, please get Monty ready.
Yes.
I have a lot of guests that I'm attending to. I'm trusting you guys today.
Okay.
Oh, I'm excited. Yay!
Okay, wow. I'm so excited.
Oh, I can't wait.
Get up. Okay, get off the bed.
Sórí àṣà àti ṣe ti wà ní wípé ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá lọ ilé ọkọ a ní ẹ̀bùn tá a máa fún.
Ẹ̀bùn.
Àṣẹ Elédùmarè ni kò lè já. Àsopọ̀ Elédùmarè ni kò lè já o. Ẹni bá máa ṣègbéyàwó, á ṣe gudugudu méje. Ìgbéyàwó, ó pa gudugudu méje.
What day is it? It's your wedding day. I have lived this day twice. After mommy and daddy prayed for me at the wedding, somebody shoots me. What's the worst that could happen? You die and you get to try again, right? Are you not listening to me?
That's what I'm trying to say here.
You know what? Forget it. The wedding is off.
What's it? She called off the wedding.
Eh?
She what?
Mommy, I'm tired.
Ìwọ mọ̀ pé ara gbé ní ilé ayé. Tẹ́ pé kíní ṣe jà fúnra má bẹ́ẹ̀ jà. Ṣùgbọ́n o gbọ́dọ̀ jìjà kadì fúnra ara ẹ.
I need to take a look at something, please.
No, you died yesterday.
You know.
Oh, yes, I have to. I'm trying to understand the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what character did you play in the movie?
I played the lead character, Ronti, who is getting married, and then time sort of takes control of the entire day. I don't want to give away too much, but there's comedy, there's romance, and there's very thought-provoking like conversations. Yeah.
I can tell from the movie already because I was struggling to understand what's going on. Did the dream come true?
Was it a dream?
Is it a dream? Is it reality?
Yes.
Yeah, amazing. So you were going to tell us some of the amazing actors you worked with.
Yes, I got to work with some really very, very talented people. Auntie Shafi, Auntie Ronke, Effa. I think my biggest moment was actually seeing Mama Rainbow on set for the first time, and I was just like, I grew up watching her and not realizing that a day will come where we're in the same space, and just that was super.
So we'll take a short break and we'll come back. Zainab continues. Stay with us.
One day with.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jammies.
My 280 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jammies.
I want to close the show. I can go. I can. That's all we can take. I choose to close the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, at number 1, Unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. What am I?
Welcome back. We still have Zainab with us. Amaka had a question.
Yes. So when you have to play a character, how do you get into roles? Yes.
So it really just depends on the type of character. I spend a lot of time with the script, analyzing that, and then creating a persona, a history, everything that me and you would be able to share with another person. What's your favorite color? What kind of food? All of that stuff. Just create like an entire package, and then spend time just being in that moment, meditating, and finding just the little nuances that gives life to an individual.
Nice.
I saw a scene in this movie just now watching, and it seems it brought back God's calling. And
Okay.
Which one would you say was most difficult? Or do you have some challenges in carrying out a role that you've been given?
I mean, when you're doing things like stunts, they can be quite challenging because a bruise is real. Like, there's nothing, especially when you're right in the thick of it. But on this project, I wouldn't say there was anything particularly challenging because we were shooting with the illusion of time and things repeating themselves. It was a little bit easier because then you're not moving locations as much, costumes, all of that stuff. There's a lot more control involved. So I wouldn't say there was anything challenging about this one.
Which one with this water matter? We started, we used to model certain actresses with the roles they play.
Yeah.
Is this maybe water-ish?
No, at all. What you saw there was just a very physical altercation that just happened to be by the poolside. But yeah, not in this story.
Okay, so why the name Beads?
Beads, because of the central focus. I heard you as you were watching the trailer with the scene with the beads and them, putting the blessings and on it for her marriage and so forth. Again, it's for us to just take that discourse and put it to the world, because we watch Western movies where they teach us about their myths and their gods and all of this. So why don't we use what we have and show them what they're missing?
And we have quite a...
We have a lot,
yes.
We do. Yes.
So how do you navigate with the characters? How was it working with the cast, And how many days was your shoot?
Gosh, we shot this movie about 2 years ago. And just, again, goes to show just how much time it takes for pre-production, editing, and then finally finding a home for the project. So when we beg you guys to come to the cinema and to watch our projects, please, these are the reasons why. But yeah, I really just enjoyed working with everyone. It took a couple of weeks, but they fly by, and when you're working with a crew that's dedicated and committed, like, it makes things easier.
So what's the plan for this movie? Is it going to be in the cinemas? Is it going...
So we're straight to Amazon at the moment, so you can watch it on Prime Video Niger at the moment, and then I'm not sure what the plan will be with the executive producers. It may be to put it online or cinemas or something else, but yeah, Prime Video is the first place you'll be able to watch it from today.
Yeah. Do you also intend to... Oh, you have a question?
Yeah, I want to ask about her friendship with Bolanle and the travel. Because that's one of the most interesting things for me.
You follow her?
Yeah, I follow Bolanle, but I follow her by
proxy.
By my extension.
So what's that friendship like? You people feel like sisters to me.
I mean, Bolinto and I...
what do you call her?
Bolinto, that's her nickname. Funny enough, I think the first time we met, she has her own version of the story where she's like, "Oh, I didn't really like her." But, we can debate that. She just has a great energy, and when you work in this space, it's important you find your tribe. And we worked together. We created a business together, and so you end up becoming really close. And we found our love for travel alongside with some of our friends, and so we just we want to show people that there's other ways to enjoy yourself, right? And here it is.
Yeah. So how was it like working with my stylish Shafi Bello?
This is my, I think, second or third time playing Auntie Shafi's daughter. She is like just class personified, and she's very professional. And she just has a very gracious and lovely energy and spirit. Like every time I've worked with Auntie Shafi, I just love her.
And you're shooting, at some point, which you feel is too real when she says, stop that.
She has so much
brings in the disciplinary.
Yeah, I really connect with her, and all the projects that we've done, it's just always been a pleasant experience.
So what's more for Zainab? What more should we look out for?
Well, I am currently in pre-production of a project that's very important to me, which is stems from my own personal experience with endometriosis. I'm very passionate about women's health and educating women and allowing them to advocate for themselves within the health space. So that project is titled Blood. It's a short film, and with that, we want to use that as a means to create workshops and, you know, really help women have a better understanding of who they are, and also educate men as well and how they can support women, whether it's in the workspace or in relationships. There's a lot more dialogue to be had, and I want to be a part of that.
Amazing. So we should look out for that one, maybe
yes,
like
please.
for end of year, next year. Can you?
From your lips to God's ears. Yes.
It will happen. It will happen. So thank you so much, ladies. That's all we can take on the show today. Thank you, ZAB Balo, for coming. So everybody has to go to Prime Video.
Prime Video today.
It's ready.
It's ready. It's on right now.
Oh, it's on
right now. Right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Watch beats and then leave comments.
Yes. Retweet, tell your friends, and send us personal messages. Let us know what you think about the movie.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Sometime you can come and gist with us.
I will.
And don't tell us you don't want to touch this area and that area and that other area. We want you to touch everything.
Everything. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Yeah. I promise. All right, ladies. That's all we can take on the show today. Tomorrow is your View Pigeon. Stay tuned, and we'll see you again on Monday. Bye bye now.
Following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. You're watching ShopX TV, home to some of the most popular international brands in Africa, including Gotham Hammered Collection, Genie Bra, Bionic Floodlight, Spot X, Total Crunch Evolution, and more. And we are now proud to introduce our biggest offer of the year.